The galaxy had always watched her from a distance, to the great civilizations of the stars. Earth was small, blue, noisy, a young world filled with conflict and loud signals. Humans talked too much. They argued. They fought among themselves. To the galaxy, that meant weakness. From the halls of the Galactic Council, Earth was discussed like a minor problem. A world with potential, yes, but not power. Alien leaders spoke of humans as children playing with dangerous tools. Their ships were slow. Their weapons were crude. Their defenses were incomplete. So the galaxy decided it was time to act. A warning was sent to Earth. Clear, cold, final. Submit to galactic authority or be removed. Across many star systems, fleets began to move. Massive alien warships gathered in formation, confident and calm. This would be easy. Earth would argue. Earth would beg. Earth would surrender. But Earth did none of those things. Human governments received the message. Leaders met. Screens filled with worried faces. Scientists spoke in quiet voices. Generals waited for orders. The world held its breath. Then Earth answered, not with a speech, not with threats, not with anger. Earth answered with silence. Days passed. No reply, no signal, no protest. The galaxy was confused. Silence was not human. Humans always reacted. Humans always explained. Alien sensors watched Earth closely. They saw ships moving in orbit. They saw energy spikes deep below the oceans. Strange readings appeared, then vanished. Long-range scans returned incomplete data, as if something was hiding in the planet's shadow. The Galactic Council grew uneasy. Silence, they realized, was not weakness. It was waiting. Far beneath Earth's oceans, far from alien eyes, ancient systems powered on. Lights that had not shone for generations began to glow. Something vast shifted in the dark. Earth had not ignored the galaxy. Earth was preparing to answer, in a language the galaxy would never forget. Long before the galaxy sent its warning, humanity had already learned a hard truth. The universe was not fair. When humans first reached the stars, they hoped for friendship. They sent peaceful signals. They shared knowledge. But what they found was fear hidden behind smiles. The stronger civilizations listened politely, then turned away. Others watched Earth closely, measuring, judging. Humans understood something important. In the galaxy, words meant nothing without power. So Earth made a choice never spoken aloud. Deep in classified rooms, far from public eyes, a project was approved. It had no public name, only a number, only a purpose. Humanity would build something that could never be ignored. Construction began in places no alien would think to search. Beneath the deepest oceans, where pressure crushed steel. Inside shadowed regions of space, where sensors failed. On the dark side of the moon, hidden from easy scans. The engineers worked in silence. Scientists signed lifelong secrecy orders. Generations passed. The project continued. Not rushed, not delayed. Perfected. It was not built for war. It was built to end wars before they began. The ship grew layer by layer. Its hull was thick and dark, shaped by alien physics and human creativity. Power systems unlike anything in known space were tested again and again. Every system had backups. Every failure was expected and corrected. Even those who built it felt fear, because they knew the truth. If this vessel ever had to rise, it would mean the galaxy had pushed Earth too far. As alien fleets moved closer to the solar system, final protocols activated. Old locks disengaged. Sleeping systems awakened. A deep, steady pulse echoed through the structure. For the first time in centuries, the project was complete. Human leaders looked at one another in silence. Earth would not threaten. Earth would reveal. And once the galaxy saw what humans had hidden for so long, nothing would ever be the same again. The final message from the galaxy arrived without emotion. A countdown. When it reached 0, Earth would be forced into obedience. Across human space, alarms stayed silent. There were no speeches, no emergency broadcasts, no calls for unity. Instead, something strange happened. Earth became calm. Military bases shifted into quiet readiness. Civilian traffic slowed. Satellites adjusted their positions with perfect precision. To alien observers, it looked like surrender, but it was not. The galactic fleets advanced toward the solar system. Their ships were vast and powerful, filling space with confident formations. Sensors scanned Earth constantly, searching for defenses, weapons, or panic. They found none, only silence. The Galactic Council demanded an answer. Once more, they sent a message, stronger than before. Earth replied at last. Just one word. Observe. Confusion spread through alien command channels. Observe what? There was nothing new. Earth had no fleet large enough to resist them. No weapon capable of stopping their advance. Then the sensors changed. Deep beneath Earth's oceans, energy levels rose sharply. Gravity readings bent slightly, then stabilized. Magnetic fields twisted in ways science could not explain. Long-range scans returned distorted shapes. Too large to be natural, too structured to be random. Alien commanders adjusted their fleets. Weapons powered up. Targeting systems struggled to lock onto something that did not fully exist on their screens. Earth remained silent. The countdown reached its final moments. And then the oceans moved, not with waves, not with storms, but with purpose, across the planet. The seas parted as if pushed aside by an invisible force. Something massive began to rise, displacing water and shadow alike. Its outline was impossible to measure. Its size broke every known scale. Alien fleets halted. For the first time in recorded galactic history, an invasion force stopped without firing a single shot, because what was emerging from Earth was not a weapon. It was a statement. And the galaxy was no longer sure it was ready to listen. The ocean did not explode. It opened. Water fell away as if gravity had changed its mind. A deep, endless shadow rose from beneath the surface, silent and steady. Alien sensors struggled to adjust, numbers climbing beyond safe limits, then failing completely. The object was too large, too calm, too deliberate. Metal unlike any known alloy broke the surface, dark and smooth, shaped with impossible precision. Layer upon layer of armored hull unfolded, revealing a structure wider than alien capital ships, longer than entire fleets flying in formation. This was no ordinary vessel. It was a supercarrier. Lights activated across its surface, not bright or threatening but controlled. Pale blue and amber glows traced its edges like veins of power. Massive bays lined its sides, each large enough to hold entire squadrons of ships. Yet no fighters launched. No weapons charged. The supercarrier simply rose. Alien fleets froze in place. Commanders stared at their displays in silence. Targeting systems could not find weak points. Energy readings suggested shields far beyond known limits. Even standing still, the vessel projected power that crushed confidence. Earth finally spoke. Not a speech. Not a threat. A single transmission spread across every open galactic channel. This vessel has remained hidden for your comfort. The message continued, calm and measured. It rises today for your understanding. No demand followed. No warning of destruction. The words were simple, almost polite. That was what terrified the galaxy most. The supercarrier completed its ascent and hovered above the planet, casting a shadow that touched continents. From space, Earth looked smaller beneath it. Protected, not dominated. For the first time, the galaxy understood. Earth had never been unarmed. Earth had never been weak. Humans had chosen restraint. Now, surrounded by silent alien fleets, the supercarrier waited. No engines flared. No weapons aimed. It did not need to. Its presence alone had changed everything. And across the stars, a truth settled in. Earth had not revealed its power to start a war. Earth had revealed it to end one, before it ever began. For several long moments, nothing moved. The alien fleets that had crossed half the galaxy now held position in complete silence. No weapons fired. No orders shouted. Even internal communication slowed, filled with hesitation and disbelief. This was not part of any plan. The Galactic Council tried to regain control. Emergency meetings were called. Screens lit up with worried faces from dozens of species. Their sensors confirmed the truth again and again. The supercarrier was real. Its power readings were stable. And it was only one. That last fact caused the deepest fear. If Earth had built one such vessel, how many more could exist? Alien commanders requested permission to retreat. Others demanded new scans, hoping for a weakness. But every attempt failed. The ship's systems adapted faster than they could study them. Earth sent another message. It was short. We will not pursue. Those words echoed louder than any threat. One by one, alien fleets began to pull back. Engines powered down from attack stance. Formations broke apart, no longer sharp or confident. The invasion was ending, not because it was defeated, but because it was no longer possible. Across the galaxy, news spread fast. Trade routes went silent. Military exercises were canceled. Even pirate factions powered down their weapons and hid in deep space. Everyone had felt it. The shift, power had changed hands. On Earth, people watched the skies in quiet awe. There were no celebrations, no cheers. Humanity did not feel victorious. They felt relieved. The supercarrier remained in place, unmoving, like a guardian standing watch. Its shadow still touched the planet, steady and protective. Then, without announcement, it began to descend. Slowly, carefully, it returned to the ocean from which it had risen. The water closed above it, leaving no trace, no scar. To an untrained eye, it was as if nothing had happened. But the galaxy knew better. Silence spread across the stars, not from fear alone, but from understanding. Earth had drawn a line, without firing a single shot, and no one dared cross it again. After the supercarrier disappeared beneath Earth's oceans, the galaxy changed. Not suddenly, not loudly, but forever. The Galactic Council released a formal statement. For the first time in its history, Earth was not listed as a developing world. It was recognized as a sovereign power, one that required respect. No conditions, no oversight. Behind closed doors, new rules were written. Do not threaten Earth. Do not test Earth. Do not assume Earth's limits. Human space became quiet again. Ships returned to normal patrols. Cities continued their lives. Children went to school. The world moved forward as it always had. But something was different. Humanity no longer looked up at the stars with fear. They looked with confidence. The supercarrier was never seen again. No images leaked. No new displays of power followed. Earth did not build monuments or issue warnings. Humans did not need to. The galaxy remembered. Pirate groups avoided human routes. Empires adjusted their borders. Conflicts ended early when Earth spoke, not with weapons, but with calm authority. Humans became something rare, a balance. They did not rule the galaxy. They did not conquer worlds. They simply existed with the quiet knowledge that if pushed, they could not be ignored. In deep space, alien historians recorded the event carefully. They gave it many names. The Day of Silence, the Ocean Revelation, the moment Earth spoke without words. But humans used no name at all. To them, it was simple. They had protected their home. They had shown restraint. They had proven that strength did not need to shout. And somewhere, far beneath Earth's oceans, ancient systems slept once more, ready, but hopefully never needed again. Because the galaxy had learned its lesson. Earth did not seek war, but Earth was prepared to end it.